My experience of God for most of my life had always been that he always saved the day, that he would show up sometimes in the 11th hour, but he'd always show up and save the day, and that I was upheld in his victorious right hand, When my marriage was falling apart, I cried out to God, and I was anxious and afraid and all those things. But when he didn't show up the way that I wanted him to, it really shook me. It broke my ability to trust him. I realized that, I don't think things work the way that I thought they had. And that was the beginning of the unraveling of my faith. It called a lot of other pieces into question. It felt like my belief was moving away from me, and so I would have like a half hour where all of a sudden, oh wow, I don't believe anymore. I don't have faith in me. But then, oh no, it's there still. At all. I desperately did not want to lose my faith, and was doing all the things I knew to keep it alive. I was spending time in prayer, in the Word. I was, all the things you're supposed to do, but I couldn't keep it from slipping away from me. Sometime after the divorce, I noticed that one of my sons, who I had typically been very close with, I began to sense that there was a wall between us, that whenever we were in the room with each other, there was some unspoken thing there, and I began to perceive that, I think it's anger, and but he wouldn't talk with me about it. Maybe because he was afraid of how I would respond, or he wondered if it was appropriate, or wondered if I would listen. Who knows? But for whatever reason, he wasn't talking with me about it until the day when he finally did. And he just laid it all out there, and by God's grace, I was able to not be defensive and just listen. And it healed something between us, and we're doing great. But afterwards, I realized, you know what? That makes me realize that I think I'm angry with my Heavenly Father about some things, and I haven't talked with him about it because he's God. Are you allowed to be angry with God? And I thought, okay, I think I need to have that moment with God. And I sat down with him and told him how I was really feeling. And I brought my heart as it was, not as it should be, as I imagined it should be, to him. And we're doing pretty good now too. So